What's up guys, Everything Apple Pro here, and it's very exciting. We're counting down the days until the iOS 10 announcement. Now, Apple is hard at work with their new operating system. It's clearly shown here that the visits with iOS 10 running devices to Mac rumors are going up. Now, we talk a lot about features that we want. Instead, I wanted to show you 10 rumored features that are actually likely to happen. Now, before you get too excited, let's talk about support. The devices that will be dropped will be the iPhone 4S, iPad 2, and iPad mini 1. These will no longer support iOS 10. Apple got so much flack for releasing a new operating system that not only didn't improve performance, it degraded it. So I certainly don't see Apple introducing support for these older devices. So these devices will be joining the legacy bin at Apple headquarters, where the iPhone 4 and older devices already exist. In fact, the iPhone 5 and iPad 3 have a very good chance at being axed as well, just because of how bad the backlash was at supporting older devices and slowing them down. Starting with most likely to less likely, iOS 10 will start by revamping the Photos application. Set to take a lot of inspiration from the iPhotos app, there will be a lot of focus on the Photos application in iOS 10. So features like editing a specific area on the photo for touch-up, instead of, overlaying the whole photo with a filter of the sort, you can just edit specific areas of the photo. And this is a much loved feature in iPhoto. Another one is being able to edit EXIF data directly and some sort of face detection in the new version of the Photos application. Apple will be making a lot of changes in the Photos app. Now, thanks to a recent discovery by a developer in the structural code of the App Store, Apple may soon be allowing us to hide system stock applications easily. Instead of using the workaround, the glitch that you have to do, it's quite annoying and they come back after you restart your device. This would be permanent and easy to do. And a lot of talk about Siri. She will be receiving a full overhaul, not in the looks department, but actual functionality. She will be able to transcribe voicemails now, and a possible third-party API could be available. Now, that would be something to see. And this one I'm quite excited about, Unicode 9.0 support. Now, Apple regularly updates iOS with support for newer and newer Unicode versions. Now, this latest version would allow for 74 new emojis, and these are just a small sample of those. A lot of cool creative ones in here, and who doesn't love emojis? I always love to upgrade and get more, so we will be receiving more in iOS 10. After a long period of neglect, Apple is said to be finally focusing on the control center. Yes, in the last 9.3 version, they gave us the night shift toggle, but that's just not enough. They're set to include a new low power mode toggle, as well as being able to customize the controls in the control center. That would be a dream. I don't know how likely this is, but there is talk about it. And this one will almost certainly happen. Apple will be expanding the function of 3D Touch in iOS 10. Now, with iOS 9.3, they expanded it further into the Settings app, lots of new icons, but Apple wants to move away from the negative criticism about 3D Touch not being useful by adding a whole bunch of new functionality. And this is just a couple examples of where Apple can place it. No one really knows, but Apple will be expanding 3D Touch. I mean, you can expand it in Control Center, folders to 3D Touch on them, notifications. There's a lot. Now, a patent recently granted to Apple is the ability to send money through iMessage. This would be really cool, something that Snapchat tried out but wasn't successful in. I think Apple could definitely make this one work. Basically, send payments over messages. Another patent from Apple, a smarter autocorrect. So let's say you spell a word wrong. Autocorrect will now let you know with a prompt that a word could possibly be spelled wrong, and it'll let you know that it can prompt to the other person you just sent it to that it could have been wrong. So basically a correction. And another patent. This one depicts a feature where you could know which contacts are currently available for you to contact. And this would happen basically like, when you guys download a new application, you get a little dot next to it. This would set a dot right next to a contact that's available for you to call or message right now. Of course, it could be disabled. It's like the anonymous feature inside of a chat on Facebook. You can enable it if you don't like it. And this feature I place last because it is the least likely to happen. However, there is still a rumor saying it will happen. Larger Plus models have more screen estate, so it makes sense that Apple would want to create some sort of split view mode on it. Very similar to the slide over feature on the iPads, Apple could do something very similar, have strict APIs for what these applications can do, but finally being able to split applications in half and multitask would be awesome. Please make it true, Apple. But anyways, guys, those are 10 features that are likely to happen in iOS 10 based off of rumors and patents. So we can expect a formal announcement on June 13th at Worldwide Developers Conference. I will make sure to cover everything you guys need to know, of course, so stay tuned for all of that. I'm so excited. Have a great day, guys. Peace.